All right, so let's solve an equation with variables on both sides. When there's an equation with variables on both sides, my recommendation is to always get rid of the smaller of the two x's. So I have 2x's over here and I have 6x's over here. So I'm going to take 2x's out of here, so minus 2x's. So that's going to be now gone. So, but whatever you do to one side of the equal sign, you must do to the other side of the equal sign. So now I'm going to subtract 2x from this side. So it had 6, but now it has 4 x's. Then this minus 5 is from this coming down, the equal sign, and then the 15 is going to come down. A positive 15 is just 15 now. Now we have to get rid of the 4 and the negative 5. Seeing as though we're doing PEMDAS backwards, we're getting rid of all adding and subtracting first. So, getting rid of the minus here by adding 5. This is now gone, but whatever you do to one side of the equal sign, you have to do to the other. So, plus 5 over here. We're left with 4x equals 20. Then, what's the opposite of multiplying by 4? Divide by 4. Gone. Divide by 4. X equals 5. Then, scroll up here. Now, same thing, but you have to simplify prior to starting to solve the equation. So, this side has 1x and 1 constant. That's fine with me. Here has 2 x's and 1 constant. So, because they're on the same side, you don't have to do the opposite or get rid of them. You just have to put them together. So, 3x and 2x are going to make 5x. Then I bring down the 7. Then I bring down the 4x. And then I bring down the 9. Now I can solve the problem like I did above. Get rid of the lowest of the two x's. So this is 4x, that's 5x. I'm going to subtract 4x. This is now gone. Subtract 4x. I'm left with only 1x, which is really just x. I'm going to bring down the plus 7. I'm going to bring down the positive 9, which is now just 9. Then I'm going to get rid of the 7. It's the only thing happening to the x. So minus 7 gone. Minus 7, x equals 2. All right, now let's scroll this up. This I still have to simplify. So this side again is all done. This side has to get simplified. So I'm going to distribute the 4. 4 times 2x is going to be 8x. 4 times negative 1 is going to be negative 4. And now we're left with 3x plus 36 on this side. And now it looks like an equation with two variables. And now we can solve our rules. So this one's the lower one. It's not always going to be on this side. I kind of just made an error of making them all on the right. But you'll see. So we get rid of 3x. So I'm going to get rid of 3x's. It is now gone. But whatever you do to one side of the equation, you have to do to the other side of the equation. So minus 3x. And we are left with 5x minus 4 equals 36, where I get from over there. Then we have to get rid of the adding and subtracting first. So getting rid of the minus 4 by adding 4. Add 4, 5x equals 40. Then divide by 5 on both sides. X equals 8. All right. So now the last thing you have to know how to do is when something has infinite solutions, one solution, or no solutions. So once you've simplified the equation, because some of these equations are not going to be simplified. Once you've simplified the equation, and it looks like this, you have a decision to make. So if everything on this side is equal to everything on this side, okay, then that is infinite solutions. Because everything is the same always. Everything you put in here is going to equal the same thing you put on this side because both sides are equal. So that means that it's infinite solutions. Now, if they have the same slope, which is the number next to x, So if they have the same amount of x's, so this has 8 x's, and this has 8 x's. So if they have the exact same amount of x's, but they're not infinite. So they have the same amount of x's, but they're not infinite, meaning the other number is different. That means it's going to have 0 solutions. And then the last one, if they have different amount of x's. This has 7x and this has 5x. Mr. Cassis, are you going to look at these numbers at all? I look at the x first. Are the x's different? Yes. This has 1 solution. And we're done. Good luck.